What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and you guys pretty much said you wanted to see the Steelers. A lot of people were for the Broncos too, which is automatic. Next week will be the Broncos, and then most likely the Giants. After that, we'll probably have to re-look again. But look at this team. This is not really a rebuilding, let's be honest. This is really just a reloading. This team is so good. James Harrison, the little legend he is. And by little, I mean not little at all. I'm sorry that I just disrespected you, almighty, beastie, strongman who somehow isn't retired yet. This team really doesn't have a whole lot of needs. James Harrison, of course, is a factor, though, because he is rather old. In real life, I don't think I would be getting rid of him, but in Madden, 100% we have to. 88 overall, normal development trait. All right, I don't know how that's possible. Normal development trait. He's a beast. Wow, are they paying a lot for Lawrence Timmons? Jesus, that is expensive. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas for this team. Of course, when it comes down to the draft, we really need like a couple of positions. Just cornerback is the big issue for this team. So instead of talking about it, let's get right into it. This might be a very quick rebuild, quote unquote, because we have to keep saying, you know, it's not really a rebuild now, is it? So I know we didn't get to see Ladarius Green really play for the Steelers in real life, but we decided to bolster up the offense even more, trading our backup center, a second and third round this year for Jordan Reed, one of the best tight ends in the league currently. So here we trade a first round Shamarko Thomas and a fifth round for the Browns' first round pick, which of course we can keep or use for trade bait. Here we trade Eugene Monroe, Lawrence Timmons, and James Harrison for Janoris Jenkins, a guy we've never traded for before in Madden. Sorry if I did use one free agent to get Janoris. It was the only, like, we were so close with Ladarius Green. He was like, it was one sliver away. And now the Giants finally have themselves, well, they got more defense. Losing Janoris is kind of big. So here we trade Ladarius Green, Arthur Motes, and the first round draft pick from the Browns for Khalil Mack, giving a very solid pass rush. So here we trade Cameron Hayward, a fourth and a sixth round this year, to the Niners for their first round draft pick. I don't know why they actually wanted that. They already have two good defensive ends. So I don't know if we overtraded, but Wheaton, Coates, and a third round next year for the Cardinals' third round or second round this year. So we get the trade, Ross Cockrell, Jarvis Jones, and a first round draft pick for Xavier Rhodes. I have no idea what development trade he actually has. Let's take a look. He's got quick, so it's pretty solid. We still got to trade William Gay. I think, honestly, once William Gay goes, the rest of the corners are fine. So I believe that's going to be enough to grab a linebacker. So here we trade William Gay in a fourth round next year for Eric Kendricks from the Vikings, giving us, I would believe, to be our starting roster. So we trade Nate Irvin and our backup middle linebacker for the first round from the Dolphins. I love how that one guy said he was not skilled. Pending any roster changes for depth chart, I think we're good. Look at our offense. This offense was ranked to 95 before we got it. We definitely improved it a little bit, at least in the minimum of Jordan Reed. So this could be a 99 offense right now. Defensively, I say without a doubt we improved it. Maybe the game disagrees, but our cornerbacks are now B+. Our left end is an A+. We should have actually gotten another defensive tackle. It's all right. Bud Dupree, C+, C+ middle, B outside linebacker. Strong safety is a C, and our free safety is a B. So our team is definitely upgraded. Can it be a one-year Super Bowl? I don't know, but I would like to think if any of the teams had a chance, this would be one of the teams very high up on that list. So, of course, we do have the re-sign some players, one of them being Le'Veon Bell, an obvious re-signed there, 100%. Not a whole lot of money we're looking at, but we should be able to sign a few of these guys. D'Angelo Williams will be gone. So the free safeties, or the fullback's most likely going to be gone. I like Chris Boswell, but he'll also be gone. Most of the backups will be gone also. Roosevelt Nix, I don't know about. And then Alejandro Villanueva, most likely. But at the same time, at this point, other than strong safety and DT, there's not a whole lot to draft. So if we find a really good left tackle, maybe a guy with development trade of superstar automatically, then we're looking good. take a look. The biggest story, of course, is our guy. And we have a strong safety and a wide receiver, which is nice to know. So we have Conrad. He is from the second round, too. Ooh, looking very iffy. This looks like one of those guys that he has, you know, of course, superstar development trait, most likely. But at the same time, he also doesn't have the greatest stats. But this guy is a first-round draft pick. Looking pretty solid. I don't know if you can pass up on superstar development traits. So unless he's a top 5 pick, looking pretty good to me. So we do get to the playoffs. We don't have a bye week, but we do have a home game, at least one of them best in the division, and Ravens are most likely the worst team in the NFL. I don't even know what draft picks we have. I do believe we have the Browns pick, which they are the 3rd worst team, which is good enough for me. Nope, the Niners are the worst. So the Raiders, I believe, have the number 1 pick overall in the draft. At the end of the day, Khalil Mack is a talent, but at least they did get a first round out of it. So we ended up with the 4th pick and whatever that is, the 9th maybe. So not the worst picks ever. I might start doing that from now on, kind of let you guys know. MVP Tony Romo. Ben Roethlisberger is actually very good this year. He must have been very, very close to number 2. Or number 1 and is number 2. Le'Veon Bell, most likely best running back. That's why I wasn't too mad about keeping D'Angelo. He had a really good season. Debatably. Receiving, Antonio Brown, number 1 wide receiver. Jordan Reed playing as one of the best tight ends we've had in a while. Normally our tight ends hit about 600 yards with like 5 to 10 touchdowns. And by 10, I mean very rarely does it ever hit 10. Offensive line did pretty well, I'd like to say. Defensively, Eric Kendricks. I mean, I don't know if he got any awards, but defensively, Janoris did very well. Artie Burns, I doubt that's enough for Rookie of the Year, but either way, it's all right. Bud Dupree, 10.5 sacks, which is weird because we're in a 4-3. But hey, good job by him, I guess. We're 100% in a 4-3. We're playing the Steelers playbook, and we're in a 4-3 attacking scheme. That's what they were based at. So, I always thought Bud Dupree was like a full-on pass rusher, though. So I have no idea about that at all. But first in offensive yards, 20th in defensive, surprisingly. I didn't peg us as the greatest team in the world, but I also didn't peg us that low. Somehow, Le'Veon Bell isn't even close to MVP status, which is weird. Defensive player, did we even have anyone? We did have Kendricks at 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Eli Rogers was 4th, actually. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jalen Ramsey. That's a huge award for him to win. Best quarterback, Roethlis. Best running back, Bell was 3rd. Interesting. Antonio Brown, best wideout. O lineman, we were close. D lineman, we were kind of close. Linebacker, not even close at all. DB, we were 9th. Kicker, not even close. But overall, it was still a decent season. I do need to see who is the best running back, though. I don't understand how Le'Veon Bell wasn't the best. What was his receiving yards? He probably had at least 2,000 from scrimmage. Just about. I don't know. Yeah, he definitely reached 2,000 from scrimmage. I don't know how Blunt could beat that. Like, I can see McCoy. He actually kind of looks like he almost did beat that, or maybe he even did. Wow. Dez Bryant almost eclipsed 2,000. Let's see. LaShawn McCoy. I don't even care. I don't even care about LaShawn McCoy here. The question is, how did Blunt do it? Oh, he had 21 touchdowns. That's sleazy, EA. He did not deserve it. He wasn't as good of a back. Come on now. Either way, we're going to have a little bit of XP to work with. Hopefully. Let's take a look. So, not a lot of XP considering. I would have thought at least Bell. I know Bell's like already kind of max, but I would have figured Bell would have gotten something. Cover ball would definitely get that. Predictable in contracts doesn't matter since we just signed into a massive deal anyways. What's his speed? 90 speed. I'm actually going to wait it out to try to get that speed up. Like he's very close. Look at that. He's so close to getting the speed upgrade. Eric Kendricks, however. Let's get him quick development trait. Strip ball. What is this play rec? Block shedding's got to be very important for a middle linebacker. Maybe not. I guess not. I thought it would be because they have to, they have to get to the quarterback from time to time. We got Reed to a 96. Bell upgraded apparently. Who else? I believe we got Mac to a 99. We did get him to a 99. So the defense is looking a lot more dangerous now. Our team in general is looking very good. I know the defense isn't the greatest, but it's definitely at this point in the rebuild. The only team that should be able to beat us is the Steelers. Steelers? That's a smart move. The Patriots. The Patriots, Packers, and Seahawks are probably the only teams I could say losing to would be all right. And it's most likely looking like a loss. The defense for us is terrible. Ooh, they actually stopped them, though. They did have to punt. Defense for us is terrible, but the offense is even worse. Having to punt a 3 and out. We get I would assume a fumble because I don't think the fumbles show up for some reason. But we do get down the field quickly to score a touchdown. Down by 3 now, and they're still moving. Is that a stop? It is a stop. So with 5 minutes left, Big Ben has the ball, and of course he throws a pick. You would think a man that's won several Super Bowls would be able to hold on for a victory. Defense holds on. So just like the last Super Bowl attempt from them, good job, Packers, by the way. Why would you... That's 28-34, and just like this, we're about to lose. Oh, what happened here? I don't know what happened. Are you serious? Are you serious? All right, EA. EA screwing with us already. First year is a bust because somehow Big Ben can't get it done against the freaking Bills defense. And the Bills pull off amazing statistics against us. Le'Veon Bell averages 6.3. Can't get it done, though. They ran for almost 60 attempts while we had less than 15. Le'Veon Bell is the biggest receiving threat for us as well. This is a joke and a half. This team should not have lost that. So somehow our 97-0-85D got shredded by the Bills. Our team got raped. Le'Veon Bell goes up to a 91 speed, which should help him a little bit. I think that was overall the best move for us, to be honest. So the Falcons barely lose there, and Dallas actually wins the Super Bowl. I'm actually very surprised by that. Tom Brady and company usually do work. Tony Romo, though, he's the MVP. Could you imagine that? That would be a hell of a steal. That is just a Cowboys thing to do. Fair enough, they had a really good season, and Dak kind of does look like the real deal. But people thought RG3 was going to be a beast, and look what happened there. I know injuries are a pain, and not everyone can get past that, but still, what if Dak ends up becoming terrible or just doesn't do well, and then Tony Romo moves on to another team that's just missing that one piece and he just takes them to the Super Bowl? Who knows? Villanueva probably will get some good offers, but I can't pay that kind of money. You've seen our cap. You've seen the cap. Not looking good for us at all. So what do we got in free agency? Martellus Bennett as per usual. Villanueva's got 5 offers. Well, that's not a crazy deal, though. That's actually really cheap. We could put him back at left tackle. I might try to make an offer here. Moving on to the next week, I believe we're going to have 2, at least 1. Jokel does accept. I did offer a contract for Dre Kirkpatrick to play a strong safety for us, but I would assume he declined. He never goes for the lowball deals. He's a very, very smart player in that sense. We're not out of a market for one, and I don't know if you can pass up on that guy. We have a top 3 pick. He's an early first rounder. That guy, I mean, he looks good. 3-4 middle linebacker. Start the draft. 1 free safety away. Did Mike Mitchell retire? Oh, we have number 1 overall. What? So obviously we're going to trade down. This is actually really huge for us. Right to the Raiders. They're going to give us all that just to move 2 spots. Doubt they take our guy. Even if they do, fair enough. That was a good trade for us. So we do that for just a 4th round. Move 1 spot for a 4th round. Basically, I want to move out of the top 3. Hopefully, they don't take our guy. And they take him. Smart move by me. The only guy I wanted in the whole draft. Traded down for a 4th round next year. All because I wanted to try to save money. Beastie written all over him. So we're going to grab him. Quick development trait. So, I mean, we're looking good in that category, I suppose. Do we just go with it? Mid-first round. He looks great, to be honest. I don't think there's a point not to. And he lands well. I don't understand this, though. His stats tell me he's terrible. but he's got superstar. This is very confusing. I'm very happy, though, because we at least know we landed a superstar guy. Going to be terrible, but he will have superstar. Like I said, 69 overall. Maybe he has trade value. Oh, my God, was he terrible, though. The draft wasn't bad for us. It just wasn't great. Stats are solid. Superstar development rate, normal, so he's kind of a bust. 79 overall, very speedy. Oh, man, the stats are looking absolutely phenomenal. I don't like it. If he has superstar, this is the worst mistake we've ever made. Normal, I mean, I guess it is what it is at the end of the day. His name was Doman. Let's see. The Vikings took him. Very surprising. Actually, not bad at all. Awareness, all right. Speed is decent. You would expect a little bit more of a burner, but he's actually a really good player. Yeah, that's a good pick by them for sure. Not that they're going to use him, apparently. We had to trade 3 second-round picks to get the Niners' first overall pick. So instead of trying to go for the players, I decided to go Jesse James, a first-round, and another first-round. And we get the trade-off for Jalen Ramsey. What is the zone coverage of our guys? Wow, they got him to 99 man in zone in 1 year. Butterpree doesn't change overall at all. Stephen Tuitt, however, probably will move up in overall when going to defensive tackle. You would at least think so. Nose tackle, what is he going to be? 83 to an 85. So overall, all of our moves so far have worked very well. Might have to readjust someone, but for right now, we are looking at a pretty decent roster. Our offense doesn't really get better, but it also doesn't get worse, I don't think. Unless somebody aged, I don't know. It actually gets a little bit worse, I think. Did it? I don't know. Either way, that's not the important part. The important part is that our defense gets better. Kinda. Like, after this year, assuming some guys win some awards or something, we're looking good. We got 2 superstar safeties playing now. Jalen Ramsey is beastie. Got 3 great corners in general. Defensive line is looking improved. Middle linebacker, we have a rookie, so hopefully he'll win an award. Kendricks doesn't go up in overall, which I'm a little surprised by, but that's all right. We have our lineup. Hopefully we can afford our players, because I believe we're going to have a lot of re-signings to do here. Hopefully we can afford our players. If not, I'm going to be a little worried. But anyways, hopefully we can win the Super Bowl this year. So we have negotiations. Somebody actually wanted Xavier Rhodes, so if he has to re-sign here and we can't afford, we might just trade him. I think that might be the move here, because if you guys see, we are not going to be able to afford any of these guys. Oh, by the way, the team tagged Chris Boswell, so not the worst scenario in the world. Okay, so we can afford him. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford everyone, though. These are some really big re-signs. Antonio Brown. You got Antonio Brown and Khalil Mack. That's not good at all. Stephon Tuitt. Xavier Rhodes. So I think this is tough. I think we have to trade Xavier Rhodes because we can't afford to pay all these players. That is, without a doubt, known. So let's see what they want to give us. Xavier Rhodes is good, but he is regressing after all. So here we got Xavier Rhodes, a 4th and a 6th year this year for the Bears' first overall pick. I know it's projected to be number 1. It probably won't be, but the Bears are overall not a great team in general. I really wonder how much money we're going to have. I'm going to probably go to midseason and try to sign back most of the guys, but man, did we offer a lot of big deals. So Chris Jenkins, right outside linebacker, has been by his father on the sideline during football games since he could walk. Now we have a wide receiver switching from sprinting to football, Alan Ricks. So Chris Jenkins and Alan Ricks. So another guy that's supposed to be really beastie. Looks actually decent. 3-4 pass rusher. Looks all right. Nothing too spectacular, but I definitely want to maybe get that wide out. I don't know if he's going to stay. Week 17. This is a really exciting year for us because we have a lot of rookie talent. Eric Sellers wins. Oh, it's AFC defensive. Either way, that's still... Oh! That was... Whoa. Is Eric Sellers not our middle linebacker? Whoa, he must have did really well, guys. He won Defensive Player of the Year for the AFC side. This has got to be Super Bowl year. Super Bowl year or bust. I got to make sure... I'm going to spend my coaching XP real quick because I don't want to accidentally not use it properly. Expert scout. I don't care about that shit. O-line, linebacker. And, ooh, actually, if we can only go one, I think wide receiver is the best bet. Let's take a look at our, I mean, it looks like we had a really good year. So hopefully that's the case. 13-3. Dak Prescott is the MVP of the league. That's fine. Ben Roethlisberger looked like he got screwed over again, though. 5,000 yards this time, balling out. Le'Veon Bell had to be best running back this time. This time he had to be. Le'Veon Bell. Look at the numbers. Le'Veon Bell under, I think he was actually under this time. He missed 2,000 scrimmage again by, oh no he didn't. He made it. He made it again. Nice. Over 2,000 yards from scrimmage again. Jordan Reed over 10 touchdowns again. Almost 4 receivers with 1,000 yards each. Martavis Bryant definitely deserved that contract. 1 catch away, which sucks, but that's all right. Blocking, Luke Jokel, definitely a liability. We'll take a look. Eric Sellers, I can see why he did so well. Look at, I mean, I don't know why he did so well, but you know what I'm saying. Janoris Jenkins and Ramsey did very well. Artie Burns did well too, man. We did really well. Like, we kept the players that we needed to, it seems. Defense looked like it had a really solid year. Even Bud Dupree did all right, so I'm actually really happy with the team. Boswell had an up-and-coming year, so hopefully he continues that if we're going to keep him. Got 3 total kick return touchdowns. So Antonio Brown, most likely off wide receiver of the year again. Offensive yards first ranked, and defense moved up to 4. That is the effort I like to see. So Ben Roethlisberger, number 3. Still going to win some sort of award, though. Big Ben, Offensive Player of the Year. Eric Sellers, Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, we already know who defensive is. 100%. Eric Sellers, of course, best quarterback, best running back, best wideout, best O-lineman, best D-lineman. Oh, no, what? I thought we were going to run the table there. I thought Sellers for sure had best linebacker, best DB I thought he had too. And then kicker, that's just random. But we had all the awards except for 3. 2 if you don't want to count kicking not as an award, which I, in my opinion, would. And honestly, I believe this Sellers guy, I know he only had quick development trait, but I believe he had the greatest rookie year for us ever. And we've had a lot of rookie middle linebackers. Look at this man. Look at this man right here. Look at this. I don't even know who that is. Like, I don't even know who that is. Probably going to be our starting left tackle. Look at the XP. This has got to be Super Bowl year. Super Bowl year 100. Oh, I got to upgrade this guy first. I'm excited for this young man. He has a lot of the fucking traits. He's a beast. He's just missing the traits. That's about it. So awareness to 80. Zone coverage. Ooh, this is going to be a little tough. Because we got to get his play rec and awareness up, because that's really what's going to cost him. He's an 83 overall year 1, and he really didn't even have that great of a season, to be honest. He did have 2 picks, I guess, but look at the team. We finally hit it. We've hit it. This is the year 100%. I now officially feel sorry for anyone having to play us at any point now. Look at this O-line as well. Like 90, 91, 83, 88, 80. Jordan Reed. We got to get rid of Orson Charles, actually. He's about $3 million. I can't be bothered with that. So, you know, I don't really want to deal with that. Holy shit, is Big Ben about to retire for us? Might have to actually look at that quarterback. I didn't even, like, kind of think about it. I really just factor in that, you know, Tom Brady's still in the league. Big Ben's still got years to go, but that's not even, you know, necessarily true. Just go for any cheap guy. I don't want a guy that's very expensive, though. This guy's all right. It's because he's a blocking tight end. He's actually very terrible. So you already seen the offense, and you've probably seen a few of the defensive pieces, but look at the defense. Look at that. Conrad to an 80. Pianalto to an 83. Ramsey still a 97. Jenkins, I believe, still an 89. Burns somehow still a 76, even though he did really well. Tuitt's an 87 now. Bud Dupree's an 81. Shazier to an 86. And then Sellers all the way to a 91 with superstar development trait. That is spectacular. What about the kicking? 80 kicker, 77 punter. No one really has a chance to stop us. I'll actually take a look at the what is this? God, the schedule. That's what I was looking for. Team schedule, win, loss, win, win. So 3 wins in the preseason, 3 wins right away. Loss to the Bengals, decent team. 6 wins in a row. Losses to Ravens, all right team. Chiefs, pretty damn good. Barely beat the Texans. That's surprising. Vikings whooped them. Somehow whooped the Packers. Barely beat the Lions. I'm a little worried about that, actually. We did get a very big upgrading. We did win a lot of awards, so I would assume we benefited the most from our upgrading. So let's get into this game real quick. So I don't know if it's completely updated, but we are a 92 overall against the Broncos, and this is kind of an iconic matchup as of late. Is it? Kind of. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What is the color rush for this team? I mean, I would assume it's decent. I want to put the color rush on. Is the... Oh, alternate. All right. Well, that's not going to work now, is it? I'm not playing in the game, so I don't care. I just don't. I'm wearing orange. They can deal with it. Screw off, you dicks. We're moving still. Another sack, though. They're not making it easy on us. 3rd and goal, and we're actually stuffed. The Broncos defense does exactly what it needs to do, and somehow the Trevor Siemian is developing a drive. Ryan Shazier with a sack. So 3rd and 15. Is this going to be a long field goal attempt? They miss a 60-yarder, so they do take that shot. And 2nd and 7, a penalty on the defense. That's huge, and that's going to be the game unless some miracle happens, which it doesn't. So 24-14, not the most amazing win. I'm just going to take a look at the offense. Defense, we know that it was, they kind of see what happened. Sacks from both sides of the field. Defense did very well for both teams. Theirs a little bit better than ours, considering we have an insane team, really, just all over the field. So 99 offense, as I kind of predicted, and 93 defense. We're just going to go with let the AI decide the XP. I'm going to move on another week. We have the Bills, who actually beat us last year, I believe. So let's take them on. Hopefully nothing bad happens here. 92 to their 84. We should be able to win. With Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Jordan Reed, Ben Roethlisberger, and Le'Veon Bell off of a 2nd and 5. If a team had this great of a team in real life, you might as well give up. There's no point in trying to win the game. It's over. And we have a good O-line, too. We could have the worst O-line in the league, and I would still say we should be winning. Look at this. AFC Championship game, and we're giving them the reach. And that's exactly what we do. Down by 1 now. 1st and 10, a huge penalty on the defense. Of course, that's the way we get down the field because we are very terrible. Le'Veon Bell pass reception for long yardage. And hey, we finally score a touchdown, and we get the 2-point conversion. What do you know? Running the ball at Le'Veon Bell works. I have no idea what happened to them. Maybe a fumble on the kickoff. I have no clue, but I believe we are in the Super Bowl. I have to take a look at that. Before we end it, actually, I want to see what happened. Fumble recovered, I don't know. It was on the kickoff, I believe. Terrible way to lose it for them because they could easily have made the comeback. 100%. Our team does not know how to, they can't even, let alone put away someone, but even just finish. Look at this. We held them to under 150 passing yards, but Ben fucking Pickenberger has to throw interceptions. Le'Veon Bell bested by McCoy yet again. Eli Rogers, apparently one of the best wide receivers on our team. It's a joke. Look at Zach Brown dominating as he always does against us. What a joke. Thank God our field goal kicker can make field goals. I wish I would have seen it. Would have been something like real life, probably 5 field goals or something, 6 maybe. Let's take a look. So playoff schedule. What was the record? So the Bills destroyed the Patriots. And we obviously know we had a bye week. Then we won by 10. Seattle destroyed. Dallas destroyed. Dallas barely won, just like us. It was another 10-point victory for both teams. So Dallas is probably the worst nightmare for our team. If any team could compete with us, it's probably Dallas. I know the Seahawks are pretty decent, but they're not really as consistent as Dallas are in this game. You see that. We're 92, they're 91. This is going to be a legit Super Bowl win if we win. This is going to be one of our most legit, most earned. A lot of our Super Bowls come after 2 or 3 years where obviously our expertise trading and drafting is going to put our team above and beyond. And we finally get the first touchdown on the board, and it's looking good. We might score another one. We do. So 14-3, 21-3. Where is this? Where has this team been? Just, oh, lottie freaking da. Let's just try to win a game or two. But no. We go to the Super Bowl and dominate. I know it's not over, so, we're just going to quickly go through. And I believe that is them getting on the field. So they are only down by 9. So, maybe it's over. I was about to say, as much as we feel like it's over, it's not technically And that's going to be a Super Bowl win. That's a Super Bowl win. I got to give it to the Cowboys, though. Their team almost made the comeback. Like, if we didn't get out to such a good start, we would have never held on. We would have never held on at all. Like, if it was normal us, the way we've been playing in these sims, if I seen Big Ben tackle someone like that, I would be scared for their life. Their life would be dead. I wonder who's going to be MVP. It seems like the passing game was good, so I would assume Big Ben or maybe Antonio Brown or something. Who do we got? Antonio Brown hanging out with Tony Romo, who should be off their team by now. What do we got? Le'Veon Bell, MVP. I can see why ran very well. Ran wild. Outgunned Big Ben. Oh, I guess maybe he didn't. His completion percentage was nowhere near as good as our guy. Elliott, only 11 carries. What is wrong with them? That is bad. That is bad by the Steelers. So touchdowns, Martavis. They had a lot more touchdowns on the air than we did. Defensively, Mac with 2 sacks. They had 4 in general. So we did exactly as we were expected to do. We won the Super Bowl just like that. And with these teams that are expected to win the Super Bowl, I don't think we're going to go for a second year. Maybe in the future we'll do that, but I just don't. Like, it's not as earned to me. You know, like the Steelers are already kind of close to a Super Bowl the way it is. They just got to finish better. Let me know what you guys thought. Next team, I believe, is going to be the Broncos. Then after that is going to be the Giants. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Like the video. Once again, I'm going to keep I'm going to keep it going. If we can get 300 likes, the next week will be a 2 rebuild upload week. So 300 likes. I know you guys can do it. You guys just haven't been, you guys have been kind of pulling a me here. You're just like, but I don't want to click the thumbs up. It's overused. Everyone's always asking for likes. I hate people that ask for likes, but you know what? You know what? I still love you. Even if you don't like it, we're still pals, aren't we? Okay, maybe we're not, but guess what? I still think of you as my pal. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And maybe check out the next video, which will be Friday, Thursday. Unless something crazy happens, I usually try to catch up on some stuff and just say, the upload was kind of long. Just take that. Even though this one will probably be like 25, 30 minutes. But, until next video, see ya.